What's going on, folks? Welcome back to Redcat Live. How you guys doing? I hope you guys are all enjoying your week so far. Hope this weekend treated you guys well. I know I was treated fairly well. I mean, I was in Vegas. I got to eat some all-you-can-eat sushi. I finally found out what happens if you don't finish your sushi. For those of you that don't know, they charge you an astronomically large amount of money if you don't finish your food. I did have a sushi burrito though. Couldn't find a sushi taco, but I did find a sushi burrito. That was pretty bomb. But what's going on, Shane, man? Thank you for coming on the show today. I know we got some things we want to talk about, recap the Potluck Missouri, which you had the pleasure of attending out in Colorado. I know you had a good time based on the pictures that I saw. You were actually able to, break in this bad boy right here, right? I was out in Las Vegas, guys, at King of the Streets, which was it's always been a great time, and always a lot of fun. So it's always good RC fun all around. But let's see what's up to a couple folks really quick before we get started, and we'll go from there. Jeff, what's up, bro? Miss you, brother, man. I hope you're doing well. Munchie, man, what up, dog? What up? Dusty hates me. Okay, thank you. Grenade RC, man, is in the house. I appreciate that, man. Brendan Armstrong's in the house. What's going on, good sir? How you doing? Let's see here. Aaron Mathiason's checking in from Scandinavia. Is that like your neighborhood?
No,
No?
unfortunately.
No. Brian, man, what's going on, man? Thank you for stopping on by, bro. Josh Remick. Oh, what up, Josh, man? East Bay Sliders. Hey, thanks for swinging on by, bro. Hey, my boy needs a backfire kit on here, man. I told him he ain't styling unless he's pop, 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 right? Tony Gutierrez, man, thank you for stopping by. Jay, what up? What up, man? Brian Maglinger, man, he says most of his collection is Redcat, man. Thank you for that. We appreciate the support. Jello, man, what up? What up, man? Danny LeBouf's in the house. Danny, big bro, what's up, bro? Hopefully you're taking care of yourself, man. Good to see you on here. Brian says a Volcano is a great truck. He has a Blackout X to E2, man. Awesome products. We love them. We love to bash them and have fun with them nonetheless, man. But guys, you know, this week we're going to kind of give you guys a little bit of a recap of what has gone on this last weekend. I'll definitely kind of get into a little bit of King of the Streets and tell you guys of my shenanigans that happened out there and my shortcomings of failing at drag racing. But it was fun, which was great, you know, nonetheless. Team Quintero, man, what's going on? Milo Fitness, ¿qué onda, homie? How you doing, bro? Let's see. Kyle Walker, no info on the wheels. Like we've been telling everyone on the wheels, 26ers should be arriving mid-May. We hope to see the next shipment of Dayton's arrive around the same time if all goes well. So keep an eye on them. If they do arrive shortly, we'll definitely let you guys know. If you want, go to the website, sign up under the Notify Me option for any product that we don't have in stock, and you will get an email as soon as we scan those products back into inventory. Let's see. Edward Hargis, man, you've been out of it, brother. He says, have they fixed the Machete problem? Yes, weeks ago. So you should know that if you just recently bought one, you should have received it with some upgraded parts that came in a bag for you to use in case you need them as well. We do hope that on the next production run of them that we get, all those updated parts will be actually installed on the vehicle moving forward at that point. But yes, they should all be taken care of at this time. So thank you. Great question. Tim Quintero, yes, we will be at the Lowrider Show May 5th in Los Angeles. And we'll talk about that here in a little bit as well, man. Clay Keats, man, who's the king of the streets himself. Thank you for swinging on by, man. Appreciate you. Jesus Castillo, no update on the Riddy body yet. I'm told it should be dropping sometime later this year. We're just patiently waiting for more info to come. All right, guys. So first and foremost, Shane, let's kind of get into it. You were headed out to Colorado for Scale Sciences Potluck Missouri. I know this isn't the first time that you've gone to this event. So kind of run me through it, man. What was it like? Did you guys just kind of stand around and stare at your cars? Like, how does it work?
You do that quite a bit. But it's basically just a giant get-together. There was a couple mini games here and there. But it's just kind of a get-together to drive with a bunch of people at a track you might not have gone to a lot. So that's pretty much it. Everyone there pretty much had 2 or 3 cars. They were switching between them.
I heard you guys were having like a tandem of like 5 to 10 cars at one
oh yeah,
time. Dude,
yeah,
that's
pretty
nuts.
much. There was almost probably 30 cars on track the whole day. So there was probably
Wow.
70 somewhat people there.
So I want to
So
completely be transparent with you guys. I've tried to get in a tandem.
mhm,
I suck. I'm not there yet. I'm working on it. I just need to get some more seat time. But dude, you guys have mad skill
mhm.
at that. So I do got to give you guys props. For any of you guys that can do a tandem drift and just bang each other's doors and then just have a train of cars going, man, you guys got some mad skills, I got to say, because I'm struggling with it. But I hope with some practice and maybe the
Mhm.
DK here can educate me a little bit more. I don't know if you know this or not, but they have Skip Barber Racing School. We're going to open up Shane McCullough's drift school. For those that don't know, right? But man, so what was the vibe like, man? I mean, I know you guys got to see a lot of different manufacturing cars from different manufacturers
Mhm.
out there. Was it a competition, or was this kind of more of a chill kind of environment?
It was definitely chill. It was like kind of a giant get together, kind of like a potluck, except with drift cars
That
that
was
are tiny.
that was gonna be my next question. Like, I
So
know it was a potluck, so I'm like thinking to myself, like, what you guys eat?
uh, mostly pizza.
Mostly
Yep.
pizza. All right, so
Yeah,
pizza.
the food vendor ended up going out of business and then not
Oh,
responding to emails.
shoot.
So it was
That's
kind of
never
a last minute thing,
that's
but
never fun, man.
it worked
That's
out.
that's never fun,
Pizza's
bro.
never terrible.
Right. Well, I'm gonna show some of these pictures here. I'm gonna
Mhm,
kind of get out of the way here, but I know that you guys were out there having a good time. It was a 3-day event,
mhm.
right? So I'm assuming you arrived Friday,
Yep. Yeah.
Saturday, and Sunday.
Yep. Yeah. So we got there Friday night ish. Drove for I think till like 3 a.m. and then went back to the Airbnb. Worked on our cars for another like 3 or 4 hours. Went to sleep. Got up at 9 and went back to it.
Dude, that's crazy.
So
That's crazy, man. That shows a lot of dedication, especially when you enjoy the sector of the hobby, right? I
mhm.
mean, to be able to go to sleep, wake up, fix your car, or
And then
do
it's
some
snowing
tweaks.
randomly. That was great.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's crazy. That's
So
crazy. You guys had a lot of cool shots, man. And I got to see this thing
mhm.
that we have out here. And did you do this livery, this Redcat livery, specifically for this event?
Not necessarily. I have one. If you've seen the like initial launch car, I have the same livery on it. Um, since we work here, we're able to get certain logos. So normally you wouldn't be able to get this livery, but a good friend of mine was able to make it for us.
Very
So
cool.
a
Very
couple of
cool.
our employees are running them.
Well, you did an amazing job on it, bro. I love the patina work you did on it. Give you guys a little bit of a close up look here. I had my ugly mug here. Check that back. Look, I mean, even has the wiper, marks there, like old rally style, dude. I love it, bro. And I love the wheels on it as well. Dude, what an awesome ride. Ah, shut up. So when you getting sideways and you tap the
Oh yeah,
wall, that's
yeah.
cool.
Someone bumps you a little too hard, it just drags
And you
around.
just, oh, that's
Yep.
awesome. That's awesome. Bro, I love it, man. So obviously Colorado treated you guys well. No troubles getting there, I'm assuming?
Nope. The thankfully with the people are having like vape pens and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So now going on a plane with RC car batteries isn't this crazy like you get pulled into a dark room and they question you for 2 hours.
Wait, you don't get that happening
So
to you still?
not too much.
Dude, that happens to me
It
every
depends on
time.
what shorts I'm wearing.
So, if you never traveled with, RC cars,
Mhm.
it can be challenging in itself. My recommendation, if you do that, is always carry on your batteries. Don't leave them as a check-in. It's very important that you take them with you. Now, they used to
Mhm.
have a pretty big limit on the milliamp hours of batteries that you can take on a plane. But to be honest with you, I mean, I've been able to take 15, 20,000 mAh of batteries, and not have any issues. I really didn't need much more than that for, what I was doing. But it is, good practice. Make sure if you put your remote in your check-in bag, take the batteries out of it. Don't leave
Mhm.
batteries in it. I mean, good practice, like always.
Make
Uh,
sure all your lipos are in storage mode.
yes, yeah.
That's
Oh my gosh, yes.
or storage charge, I guess.
Yes, when
Fairly
possible,
important.
absolutely. But dude, I'm glad you guys had a good time. It definitely looks like you guys had a blast.
Mhm.
A lot of different vehicles out there, a lot of bodies that I love seeing,
Mhm.
getting done up, and everyone had their own livery out there, their own style, their own swag, and that's
Mhm.
kind of one thing that I truly enjoy about the drift scene, right? Just
Mhm.
like the crawler scene, everyone has their own niche, their own style, their own flair. But I feel like when it comes to drifting, it kind of has like a little bit of its own little extra pop.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, not to say like I love the lowrider scene, and every vehicle is unique there too. And you know what? They do it. They do it out too. Let's be honest. Everyone that is in the sector of a hobby that gets to enjoy it and do all kinds of crazy things to their cars, whether it's drifting, low riding, or even in the no prep scene. I'll share some pictures of that as well. It gets crazy wild what these guys do with their cars just to make sure that they stand out from the rest of the crowd. You know, but man, I appreciate you kind of filling us in. Is there any pointers for someone that might be thinking about going there next year?
Not really. Obviously, like try drifting before you go.
Sure.
But it's pretty much everyone there is really cool. If you're struggling, they'll help you out. It's kind of like most of the tracks in the U.S. that I've been to. Everyone's super chill. It's not super competitive depending on the track. But if they see you struggling, they'll help you out.
So I learned that when I was in Delta RC drifting with those guys out there, if I were to spin out, they had a said word that they yell out so everyone knows you're blocking. Now, at your track, it's a different word. Was it a different word there?
It depends. So, like a lot of tracks, like if you spin on a hairpin, you just call it hairpin. If you spin on the straight, you call it straight. Just kind of location.
Sure.
Just so you know, like, hey, the problem is when there's 4 hairpins on the track, you have no idea.
Yeah, right.
But it usually works out. So.
Dude, that's awesome, man. Who is the person that took these photos? I know there was an awesome photographer that took these.
Alec Donaldson.
Alec Donaldson.
His Instagram's like RC Drift AZ.
Yep, RC Drift AZ, man. Check him out. Great content, great photos. He killed it, man. Man, I appreciate it, bro. That's awesome. So that was the Potluck Missouri out of Colorado. Shane was able to go out there, have a good time with it. So thank you for bringing back some goodies and pictures to share with us that we can share with the folks that might be looking to do that or get involved in it, you know, moving forward. Let me double check some of these questions, make sure I'm not missing anything pressing. Let's see here. Richard White says, that's a cool ride, man. I love it. Let's see. Yoshi. Let's see. Great live. Yo, the Machete's a game changer. Other brands going to have to step it up. Redcat is up. Hey, Roy, appreciate the kind words. We love staying in our lane, though. You know, we love doing what we do. But much appreciated, man. We love that you're enjoying the product, and that's what it's all about. So thank you for that. Brandon Smith, man, what's going on, man? Frank Rains, RC Crawlers in the house. Bob's RC is also here. What's going on, Bob? How you doing, man? Clay says he brings his car with battery and remote as a carry-on. So that's good to know, man. That's great information. Phoenix RC Crawler, man, what's going on? Thank you for swinging by, man. William Colt, what's up, man? We don't. Listen, the question is, William wants to know, pound for pound, how do we compare ourselves to another brand? Said brand. And I'm not really going to say the brand name, but we don't. We're not going to compare it ourselves to them. We like what we do for us and for our customers. We like to make sure that we're listening to them as much as possible and influencing what we do based on that. I can't say that the other company does the same thing. I hope that they're doing that. But hey, they're in their lane. They're doing their strides. All power to them. We're just going to keep doing what we do best, which is have fun, right? So appreciate the question, though. All right. Let's see. Phoenix RC Crawler, no, not that I'm aware of, man. He wants to know if there's any jobs at Redcat. My job's always up for grabs. I mean, everyone's always gunning for me. Shane, I mean, look at this face. He can totally take over the show. I'm telling you. Darian, man, what's good, bro? How you doing? All right, guys. Well, I know we got a few more minutes. So what I want to do really quick is kind of give you guys the lowdown on King of the Streets. So, Shane, I know that you got to jump out. So thank you again for swinging on by, bro. Appreciate you.
No problem.
I'll take your mic from you, and we'll kind of carry on into the next segment. All right. Check 1, 2. You guys can still hear me? All right. All right, guys. So with King of the Streets now behind us, King of the Streets was actually a pretty epic event this year. The event happened at the M Suites and Casino Resort out in Las Vegas, Nevada. It was a great event, huge turnout. The winner of the actual event took home $21,690 to take first place. The racing was going on nonstop, and normally I take a lot of pictures and quite a bit of footage for events that I bring back to you guys. Even when I'm going as myself, not as Redcat like this event was, I always like bringing back some goodies to share with you guys. Hate to say that I didn't get to take as many photos and videos as I would have liked, mainly because I was surprised with being asked to compete. So big shout out to, Jonathan Schultz, John Schultz, the whole team over at AE, Tyler from RC Drag Talk, Eric Sarceno from Black Turtle Garage. They did an amazing gesture in making putting together a car for me to compete with that was paying homage to a really close friend and brother to me that passed away earlier this year. So it was really amazing to be able to show up and just to be surprised with such an amazing gesture that allowed me to go out there and race and have a good time with it. I didn't do well. I mean, I did better than some, but I did not do very well. And while I explain this whole story to you guys, take a look at some of these pictures because they truly kind of share some of the stuff that was being seen at the event. So I ended up arriving on Thursday. I had a good time helping set up, got the day going, was able to get in time to get my tattoo taken care of and done. We started off the next morning, and it was a qualifying run on Friday. You got 2 opportunities to qualify. I was only able to run once because the second time that I wanted to run to qualify, we ran out of time in the day. When there's over 230 some people racing, it's hard to get everyone in and out in one day. So for the first 2 hours, there was a lot of people that were skeptic on wanting to do the first couple hits on this unprepared track. So a lot of stuff was going on. People started doing their runs, later in the day as the temperatures got hotter. And your boy ended up, I ended up blowing up my rotor inside of my motor. Just completely disintegrated it. No big deal. Had a little bit too much prep on the tires. The vehicle got stuck on the line, and it happens. It's racing. But the guys, the entire euphoric, the whole aura of the event was just one that embodied a lot of great sportsmanship, a lot of respect for one another, and just downright, bring your car, run it. You had to pass tech every time you ran your car, so it kept everyone legit. But it was really an awesome event to see. And there I am right there. That's the car that was built for me to race. So, but it was an awesome time. And, I thankfully, although I did not get to launch the car when I blew up the motor, the guy next to me ended up running it right into the wall, which in turn gave me the W and got me into the next round. So we progressed forward, and I ended up the last round that I ended up racing in, I had a tire blowout, which caused me to run right into the wall and lose the race. That was on Saturday. Now, this event started on Friday. Qualifying was all day Friday. Saturday was round of racing. I mean, it was intense how much racing they were able to fit into just a small amount of time. After that, they went ahead and took the last few rounds that did not finish that day, and they wrapped up the event on Sunday morning, where they actually had a winner crowned. So all in all, great event, great time in Las Vegas. Definitely didn't spend Las Vegas time like I normally would, out on the strip, maybe out on Fremont Street, enjoying the vibes. No, I spent it working on my car in the pits with these guys. So Gen Z's kept my car powered. Castle Creations kept me going. Reefs RC kept my car going straight. It was a great, great time. And I really owe it to everyone that was there that was truly enjoying the day and just, again, embodied a great sportsmanship that I really feel is very important and that we all could benefit from. So if you didn't make it to a King of the Streets event, I'm very sorry to say that from what I understand, this was the last King of the Streets event that will be happening ever, unless hopefully we can talk Tyler Zavadil into setting it up again and making another run at it. But nonetheless, great time if you ever do have an opportunity, and if the event ever does come back around, and you're into the no prep scene, or even if you're not into the no prep scene, still strongly recommend you check it out. This year at the event, they also had Super G, Tech One Drift out there. I think Native Drift was out there as well. There's a lot of different drift teams that were out there competing for a $3,000 cash pot in the drift scene. So that was really cool to see. They had a track set up. I didn't get any track time, unfortunately, but I really appreciated what they did out there and had a good time with it. They definitely brought it. It was a nice, good change of pace to add to the King of the Streets complete show, if I may. And it was just awesome to have it as a whole. So big shout out to everyone that was involved in doing that and making that happen and bringing the whole drift competition to light and making it alive and well at this event. Now, that wasn't the only thing that happened at this event. Big shout out to RC Basement, Sid Vega, Sid the RC guy, man. Sid killed it, man. He brought an event of an RC lowrider car show into the event where there was someone that was crowned a winner as well. And it was a great time all in all, right? There was folks buying some parts off of him because he always carries the latest and greatest, as always. But just a great person to hang out with. I appreciated the time I was able to hang out with him. Definitely a great guy. So appreciate, having him there. Appreciate everyone that made the trip from near and far to show off their amazing cars. You guys rock. You guys made it what it is. Tony says the cars were fast. Yes. In fact, the fastest time of the day was a 1.43 at 96 miles an hour. And that's in 132-foot run. So the races that only take about a second and a half to run can definitely make for some really fast times nonetheless. But it was a great time. I loved it. I got a lot of sun. I'm ready for some downtime, but I can't. Why can't I? Because we just wrapped up those events, and now we're going to gear up for some upcoming events. What upcoming events are going to be had? Well, as I mentioned to you guys last week, where is it? Dallas Bloc Boiz RC are going to be hosting a street scene lowrider show within the Originals Lowrider show that will be happening in Dallas, right? That will be happening May 28th, so just about a month from now. So if you are going to be in the area, plan on going to the area, make sure you check it out. They are looking for any kind of help that can help them out in setting up the street scene. It should be a great time. So big shout out to RC Bloc Boiz putting in the work, making it happen at the Dallas Super Show. You do have to pay to enter the show, and then I do believe they're going to have a fee to participate in their individualized car show. So keep that in mind, guys. It should be a great time nonetheless. Also, big shout out to Jesse Macias. He's going to be hosting a RC Lowrider car show at the 11th annual car show that will be housed in Bakersfield, California. And I believe that is going to be happening on June 11th. So a little bit more time out, but definitely something worth checking out, guys. And if you're going to be in the area, again, planning ahead and knowing that these events are coming is always fun for everyone involved. So big shout out to Jesse. You know if he's involved, it's going to be a legit show and a good time. All right. Now, with that said, we're going into this week, and your boy's going to be packing up again. And this time I get to pack up and stay local. We get to rock it at the Arizona Lowrider Super Show, which is going to be hosted by Dixon Flannel. If you want information on this event or any of the other events, I tried to get some links and some information that I put in the description of this video. Redcat will be at this event. We should be there. I believe we're setting up tomorrow, Thursday, and the event will happen on Saturday. If you've not been to this event, I strongly recommend it. It's a great, fun one. Definitely one for the masses to enjoy. And again, tickets are on sale online and available and well. They will have a regular lowrider show, the hop off, going on. I do not believe that I've heard of anyone doing a street scene for the RC lowrider scene. But if you do happen to go to the event and stop on, go to the event with your lowrider, stop on by the booth. Let me take some photos of you and your ride so that I can hopefully share with all of you guys on the following week's show. So we're going to wrap up that event this coming Saturday, and then we're going to go ahead and recharge our batteries because the following week we'll be at the Los Angeles Convention Center for the 2-day event for the Originals Lowrider show. So I'll give you guys a little bit more information on that coming up, but that will be happening not this Saturday, but next Saturday. And I believe it's going to be a Saturday and Sunday show at the LA Convention Center. So if you guys are coming out to Arizona, I hope to see you guys there. If you guys were at the King of the Streets event and got to hang out with us, like Tony, who likes to feed me Taco Bell, which I don't know why he does it, but he does it. Roland Jarman, who was also out there as well. Sid the RC guy. A lot of other names that just my mind's drawing blanks on right now, but I do apologize. But thank you guys. Everyone that participated and was a part of that, you guys are rock. You guys are amazing. We look forward to the next coming events, and we look forward to sharing some more of that information with you guys in the coming weeks as well. We are getting into May, and as we go into May, you guys know we had some things that should be arriving this month, especially those 26ers, which we've been really anxiously waiting to share with you guys. So I really hope that they arrive soon so that we can share those with you guys and you guys can start using those and rolling on some big wheels. So from all of us here at Redcat to all of you, we hope you guys have an amazing rest of your week. We hope it's going to treat you well. Stay blessed. Keep the rubber side down. And we'll see you guys here next week. Same time, same channel, same ugly face. Peace.